Hello, guys. Welcome to another Thursday live here at Frizzy Bee, and today we're actually we're over on Yummi Cats as well. So I am live on both channels today, just to make sure that I can capture everybody that wants to see us finish this giant sprinkle. I can't even get it out of the picture; it's so big. So while you're waiting to join, I have finished adding all of the facial details and the little sprinkles on. I did the inner lining. I stitched the inner lining, stuffed it nice, so she's nice and plump. I'm just at the point of closing up, so you can see the inner lining. It's kind of like a pillow, right? So I just did most of the stitching was done on a sewing machine, and then I will go ahead I did go ahead and just closed it off myself. And it doesn't have to be pretty because it's going to be completely hidden on the inside, which is the beauty of making an inner lining, right? So you don't have to be a great sewer. You can just sort of shove it in there, stuff it up, and then just stitch it closed and you're good to go. But basically, yeah, this week has been really exciting for me. We're hosting still a giveaway. So if you guys haven't had your name put in the hat yet, please do so. I will link that down below, as well, after this live is complete. So, it's on Rafflecopter, and it's one that I've been doing with, the party princess of YouTube, Caroline Burke. And basically, yeah, she announced on her channel, she did an unboxing video, and it helped get a lot of new people over to Yummi Cats so that I could sort of expand, the amount of people that know about it. And yeah, so this has been a really fun week. We've had a few orders. I've got to pack them up today. I have them in boxes over here. And you'll notice these are actually, so I had two manufacturers that were working on my plushies that I'm doing for my Kickstarter, and this was the other manufacturer, so I wasn't 100% happy with it. They were lovely to work with, though, I must say, and they still came out super cute, but they aren't the ones that I went with. The ones I went with are up on the Kickstarter now, and so this is kind of in celebration of this Kickstarter, that campaign that I've launched. We are making this enormous sprinkle, so I am very excited to see her complete. She's been kind of in pieces here for a while, and I know we started her last week on the Frizzy Bee channel doing our live on Thursday, and so today I wanted to go ahead and finish her. So yesterday I made pieces for her, and I can show you guys. So we're using Bernat blanket extra thick and the color Pink Dust. So this is what she's made out of. So I made her hands, or her paws rather, yesterday while one of my kids was in gymnastics. So these are all her little feet, finished. And then I also made her ears. So these are her ears. You can just see how giant these are. It's ridiculous. It's just gonna be so funny. It'll be so cute. I'm excited to see her finished. So I got those done. Now the only thing that I haven't done yet is her tail. So her tail is a candle, a birthday candle. And I actually went to Joann this morning because I realized last night that I did not have the colors I needed for the candle tail in this giant thick yarn. I did not have white, and I did not have yellow. I have a gold tone, which if you've ever seen me show off the giant Mel, which is like the caramel cat, he's in that gold tone, but it's really not, like, it doesn't make you think candle, right? And so I really wanted something a lighter shade of yellow, and it doesn't come in that shade of yellow, of course. It only comes in that gold. So I looked at the if you can see on the little sleeves of the yarn, and I noticed that for the giant jumbo yarn, you get 2.5 stitches every 4x4 inches. So if you were doing a color, like a size swatch, it's 2.5 stitches. And so then the other one that they have, the extra, so this is extra thick, The extra though was 5 stitches, so 5 stitches for 4x4 inches. So what I thought I would do is just double up the yarn of the extra blanket yarn and try to get it about the same size as the extra thick. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go ahead and crochet the tail, close up Sprinkle's body, and then we'll go ahead and just start assembling everything together. I have the giant patty behind me, and so I did attach her elastic, and I used Mel as my gauge as to how big it needed to be. So it's actually quite big to get around their body, but I need to go ahead and finish off putting in this little coverlet that kind of hides all the stitches inside. So I just need to sew in some ends on that, and then that should be completed. And then yeah, we'll finish up Sprinkle. So let's get going on that. If you guys are tuning in, please say hi in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and which channel you're tuning in from, if it's Frizzy Bee Crochet or if you're here from the Yummi Cats channel. Let me know. Today I've got my Kokomo from Dutch Bros that I'm sipping on as I crochet here. And yeah, so okay, let's see where we're at here with, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this top down. I know it wasn't working last week. Hi Erica, how's it going? Let me know where are you tuning in from, okay? I want to know where our reach is going. I'm up here in Washington State, so okay, I'm gonna try to do this top down. Now I don't know how good the view this is gonna be, you guys, because this is so big. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can get this in the camera. Hang on. Bear with. Okay. Yeah, this is like as good as it's gonna get, you guys. Pennsylvania, that's right, Pennsylvania. Okay, so this is as good as we're gonna get, I think, you guys. I'm gonna just do my best to try to share this with you so you can see where we're at. And let me see how many stitches I'm at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so at this point I need to just do decreases all the way around to get this little guy finished. Not little, this is like total opposite of little, right? All right, so I do invisible decreases, and it's a little tough as you get to this stage just because we're so fully stuffed, but you know, I need to make sure she's properly round. So I actually finished off a bag. So I had bought one of those giant 20-pound bags. Like, I don't know if you've ever, it's not even a bag, it's a box. It's 2 bags in a box, and they're like vacuum sealed. And so when you open them up, it just keeps growing with stuffing. So I had to separate them into trash bags of different, you know, big trash bags and stuff. So I finished one whole bag. It was probably actually about a half of a bag of stuffing, but I finished that. Oh, you love crocheting. So IAK is, what is, if you want to put your name in the chat, then I can call you by name. But it's nice to see you here from Mooresville, North Carolina. And Cloud Bracelet says, what is it? Okay, I guess I haven't showed you the face yet. So what I'm making is a giant Yummi Cat. This is, these aren't even available in the shop. So these are enormous, okay? Yes, Bestie Squad. It's a Yummi Cat. That's right. So this is, hang on, where's my camera? This is going to be Sprinkle. So she's got all her sprinkles on top. She's birthday cake ice cream cat. So she's got all her sprinkles, and we're going to go ahead and finish her up. And then we'll do all the details and her tail and her ears, and we'll put her little party hat on as well. So Ishana, did I pronounce that right? Very, very cool. Well, it's nice to, so we've got North Carolina and Pennsylvania, so we're on the East Coast. All right. Hi Ava. It's nice to see you here. Are you tuning in from the Yummi Cats channel, or are you over on my crochet channel on Frizzy Bee? I know, it's so big I can't even barely get it in the camera. That's so funny, right? Oh, here we go. Okay. I always struggle with this camera because I never know exactly where I'm at. So as I get closer to closing this off, it gets harder and harder because of the how tense it is because it's so well stuffed in there. So I'm just going slow because, you know, what you don't want to do is go too quickly or pull too tightly and have this yarn snap on you, because it can. That's one sort of negative of this, because the weight, I don't even really know, it's like magic how they build this yarn, but it's basically like a cord that has this fluff, plush fluff around it. And, you know, it's so soft, you guys. Like, it feels so nice. It's very cuddly. And my kids love to jump on the other cat. I have a caramel cat that we named Mel, and they jump on him all the time. So that's another reason why it's nice to have like the inner lining. You know, little fingers can't just go in here and pull stuffing out, because that would be awful. So oh my gosh, hi. Okay, Onia or Unia, am I pronouncing, which I'm not sure how I should pronounce your name, but it's a beautiful name. From Saudi Arabia. Welcome in. Thank you. Yeah, this cat is definitely a labor of love. These things take longer. So the regular Yummi Cat, like an original flavor, I can probably start to finish that in an hour of working. But the Sprinkle, because she has Patty and she has Sprinkles, she's probably going to take usually about an hour and a half to 2 hours on the smaller size. But these bigger ones, it's definitely more than that. Yes, Bestie Squad, that's my daughter. She's saying hi. Hi, Lizzie. Oh, I'm glad to hear you entered the giveaway. That's awesome. Yeah, so the giveaway, you guys, is for Sprinkle, the regular size Sprinkle. Comes with Patty the Party hat and some stickers as well. And I'm going to be giving away one of those. So the last day to enter that is Saturday, and then I will be drawing the name on Sunday. So if you haven't entered yet, please do so, because I want to make sure you guys get in there. In fact, hang on a second. I'm going to pop it in the... I'm going to pop it in the chat for you guys, so that if you haven't entered yet and you want to, that you can do that. Okay. So here's the raffle copter. I'm popping that in the chat for you guys. You really want to learn the magic ring. So if you're tuning in on Yummi Cats, my other channel, Frizzy Bee, I teach how to crochet. So I've taught the magic ring, and then there's also a double magic ring. So you can learn from me over there on the Frizzy Bee Crochet YouTube channel. So pop over there and learn how to crochet with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think that I can go ahead and tie this off. And it's funny, I played, we call it yarn chicken, where you have to kind of, so I guessed how much more yarn I was going to need to finish this off. And look at this, guys. I actually took way too much. Like I wanted to make sure I didn't end up losing yarn chicken, but I didn't. I'm good to go. So how much is a Yummi Cat? So a regular Yummi Cat, we have different ones. So the regular ones, they're usually about like 36 to 38 and that's for one that's like yay big. We have kitten sizes. So those are the little guys. Let me show you what a kitten looks like. This is the kitten size. So this is the kitten Minty. So these guys are like 16 to 18, depending on if it's an original or a deluxe flavor, as well. And then if you sign up for the newsletter, so it's the newsletter if you're on Yummi Cats, there's always a discount code. So for your first order, sometimes it's 15%, sometimes it's 20% off your first order. So yeah, you get some discounts and stuff. And then there's stickers there you can get. So yeah, just yummicats.com. It's yummy with an I. And have a look-see. Yeah, so ultimately, so I'm an author and an illustrator as well, as a crochet designer. And so with the Yummi Cats, they all have their own backstories. And so I have the first Yummi story time up on the channel so far, and that's called Minty and the Case of the Missing Chocolate Chips. So I write little stories, and I will be continuing to write little stories about these characters and how they know each other and who are friends and who like to play together and all that fun stuff. So they all have really interesting personalities, you know, and I want those to come out in stories as well. So what I'm doing right now is I am closing this gap. So when you're crocheting and you're closing the gap, you work and you weave in the front loops only. So that's what I'm doing right now, if you were wondering. Okay. And with this yarn, I don't even have a yarn needle that is thick enough to actually like sew with this. So I just sew this with my hands after it gets to this point. And a lot of people will actually hand knit or hand crochet with this yarn because it's just so big. But I bought the most largest hook that it called for. Is Susan Bates. It's a 25 millimeter hook, and it even has a storage compartment in the bottom in case you're taking it on the go, I guess, and you need to store your bits and bobs. But I wouldn't keep them in there because they would be too loud jingling around. So, oh good, that's great that you love reading. Yeah, I love storytelling, you know, and anytime I create characters, they always have a story in my head and a voice, you know, and so you'll notice in some of the videos that I do, in fact, you'll see one coming up this week on Frizzy Bee, but my daughter and I will come up with little, voices for the characters and stuff, and so... Yes, I know your name, honey. Oh my goodness. Bessie Squad. So my daughter, she's just wanting to say hi in the chat. That's Lizzie. Yes, she's going to be in the next video. And she was making sure, she's like, Mom, make sure you don't cut me out. I said, I won't, because she's comedic relief. She's very funny. She's a funny gal. So anyway. Okay, so that's tied off. Okay, so now we've got the big beach ball head, and it actually feels a lot like a beach ball. It's not fully round because this is meant to be like an ice cream scoop. But yeah, okay, so we've got her face. It's just so funny like that. It's just too close to the camera. I can't really show you guys. Okay. So what I want to do before we really start attaching everything is I want to finish that candle tail, okay? Because then we'll have every piece we need to get this finished. So I'm going to set Sprinkle's head down, and I'm going to pick up, I started it just before getting on with you guys because I wanted to see if my idea was going to work. So what I think I might do, so this is with 2 strands of the Bernat Blanket Extra, rather than 1 strand of the extra thick. So 2 strands versus 1. I don't know if it's exact, but it's pretty close. So I'm just going to go with it. And it's okay if the candle tail is a little bit thinner than the regular one that I do because it's a candle. It's meant to be a candle, so it's meant to be a little bit thinner. So that's okay. So yeah, let's get this last piece here finished up, and then we'll be good to go with that. So what are you guys sipping on? Or if you're working on something at home, let me know what you're working on while we crochet and drink our coffee and our favorite beverages together. So yeah, okay, so you're asking about the eyes for these giant ones. Yes, these are a safety eye. And I can show you actually. Let me see, hang on just a sec. These lives are like a show and tell because you're in my studio, so you just get to come with me while I'm grabbing at things. Okay. So I only have 1 more pair left. I bought these online. I think I got them on Amazon, but these are the eyes. So that's the front. And then it only had this little post. And for being such a thick yarn, it was not working for me. what ended up happening was that as I'm going to push this through, you'll see that there's just not that much wiggle room. And also too, the stitches are bigger, and so there are larger holes in between, and that's why I did the inner lining. So from just looking at it, you can't see the stuffing or the inner lining or anything, but with the bigger holes, you could easily have just pulled out stuffing. So because of that, what ends up happening, these came with, I'm losing it here. Okay. These came with this. This was the backing for them, which for what we're working on here, it did not work. It's way too small, and it would just pull, the eye would just pull right out. And so that obviously wasn't going to work. So my dad, he's my go-to when I need something handy done, or purchased, here we go. He got these washers. And so what I do is I actually put the washer on first, then I add this. So what that does is it creates just a bigger backing for me. So it's between, right? This is in the inside, so you don't see it. And it prevents it from pulling the eye right out. And so that, it worked out really well. But we had to get creative. We tried a couple different things. He had gotten some, like what did they call it? It's like a plastic board kind of thing, but that was too thick because with the yarn and everything else, there was not enough room to use that. So yeah, we just had to get creative, you know, but he always likes to problem solve with me and figure out how to get these things done the way that I need them to be done. So in fact, I bought a cupcakes. It's a cupcake stand. It was like a multi-tiered stand that you could, you know, put out cupcakes if you wanted to or whatever, and it was really cute. And I thought, oh, that would be perfect to put these mini kittens in, like in their containers and stuff, if I went to shows, craft shows. But the problem was that it was meant to be for carrying them, and so it wasn't really built to be a tiered stand. And so he's creating a center thing and making it so we can basically just utilize the shelves, and then he'll create like a wooden thing in the middle and paint it. And oh, he's just amazing. All these fun things he can do, and he takes my vision and he can make it happen, which I'm super happy that I have a dad that can do that. So, okay. So this is just the little tip of his tail, or her tail rather. So I need to switch colors to the white, which is this. And if you've been with me for a while, oh, hi Froggy. Froggy is one of my patrons. How are you, my dear? How many, I knew you were going to ask me that. How many millimeters are the eyes? That's a great question. They're huge. I should know that. Let me see if I have let's see if I have a measuring tape. I might have to get back to you on that one. But I know that they are well over 20. Let me see. Yeah, I think I lent my measuring tape to my mother-in-law and I didn't get it back. They are very large though. So let's see. I can tell you these are about almost 3 centimeters. So yeah, about 3 centimeters. I don't have the millimeters though. I'm just using my little table here that has some measurements on it. Oh, you're working on a shawl? Oh, very nice. I saw your video about the yarns that you got. Are you using one of those new yarns that you got? All right, so let me see. Okay, so I got this new skein today, and I need 2 layers of it. So I need to be able to grab grab the center, or I'm gonna have to take from the outside and then just keep taking from the outside. But I hate trying to find that center bit. So, 35 millimeter. Yeah. What did you make with that? What kind of ami did you make? So if you guys don't know this, these are called amigurumi, which means basically crocheting in the round. It's a Japanese, it came from Japan originally, and it's just really taken off here in the US, where we can make little plushies out of crochet. So I am going to just take a minute and just ball a little bit of this yarn because I can't find the center and I don't want it to slow us down. Ugh. You're using yarn from Florida. Oh, very cool. I actually lived in Florida for a little bit with my husband. We weren't married at the time, but we lived in Tampa for a piece. It was really weird because I'm originally from California, and so I'm originally from California, and the mountains are all over the place, right, in the hills and stuff. So it's lots of elevation, whereas in Florida it's very flat, like extremely flat. It's almost unsettling. So, oh my goodness. Oh, you made a kraken. Oh, that's cool. I bet that's big. Very, very cool. I'd like to see that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, Froggy too. I did try to message you about when you're free to do some lives, just the two of us, or if we end up getting more people over on Patreon in the Inner Hive. It is still new, so but part of being in the Inner Hive means that we get to hop on and chit chat and actually see each other, which will be nice. It'll be nice to actually crochet together. Oh my goodness. Coffee break. Okay, I think I got myself enough. This is Yarn Chicken again, so we'll see. But let's see if we can get this tail done here so that we can start assembling our little sprinkle. So one thing that I like to do when I change colors, okay, it's going to be a little difficult just because we've got so many ends here since I'm doing double thickness. But what I like to do to avoid there being as big of a jump is I do the first stitch after color changing, after switching the color, I just do a slip stitch instead of the single crochet. And then I continue on with the single crochets. And what that does is it just makes it so that it's not such a big jump right there. And then you'll just single crochet into that slip stitch as usual, and you just keep going. So it's basically preventing that laddering effect when you're color changing. Pro tip. All right. So I think we got this. Oh no, see, I only got one. Darn it. All right, let's make sure. I'm not used to stitching with two. The only other time I've ever stitched with two threads is when I've made a pair of slippers before. And so that was made with like an acrylic yarn. And you had to have the two, but for whatever reason, it wasn't that difficult. It's a little tougher because this is such thick thread. And what I like to do is just tie the ends off on the inside, and just to make sure that they're more secure. So I'm going to do that really quick. Here we go. Lizzie, yes, I do see you. My daughter is in the chat right now. My 7-year-old daughter. Hi, Jennifer. How's it going? Okay. She's trying to come in and say hi, I think. Okay, here we go. All right, Lizzie. Okay, more ends. I got rid of all of my ends in this cat inside. I've been saving all of my little bits and scraps and stuff. And yeah, so I went ahead and shoved those all in there just because, you know, it's a perfect thing to get rid of your scraps that you save. Okay. Should I let my daughter come in and say hi, you guys? She really wants to come in and say hi. I think that's what she's in the chat trying to make her way in. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll let her in so she can come in and say hi, and then we can get back to our crocheting here, okay? Hang on. Lizzie wanted to come in and say hello. You get all these things live, right? All right, she's a jump scare. There she is. This is my daughter, Lizzie, my 7-year-old. She'll be in my next Frizzy Bee video. You want to say hi to everyone?
Hello.
Yeah, she's doing her little sillies. So anyway.
At least stay in the room and I'll be quiet.
You're so silly. You are such a silly girl.
Yeah, I want to stay.
I know. My kids both have their own little YouTube channels and they get so excited to see me up here. Okay, so we're just building up this tail for Sprinkle. Okay. I know, it's kind of a mess. It's pretty much a gauntlet in here. It's a good thing you guys can only see this much. You kind of trip on your way out, and it's even worse because I've been yarn shopping lately. So yeah, it's crazy. I've got yarn, I've got orders I'm packing, I've got cats hanging out with me here. Merlin's sleeping next to me in his usual spot, and as I always say, Arthur is behind this wall hanging out on our bed, which is where he frequents every day all day long. So yeah, our cats, they're like my boys. I mean, let's be real here. They apparently, especially Merlin, he'll be crying at the door when I leave, and so he'll just be sitting there meowing when I go anywhere. It's kind of sad. And if it's not the kids that wake me up at night, it's my Merlin over here. He will scratch or prod a door if it's closed to get in, or he'll come over and literally like kind of paw towards my face. So yeah. Yes. Oh, hi Aurora. You can never crochet that big of a plush. Frizzy Bee or Brooke. So no, this is so I'm working on Sprinkle, the giant Sprinkle. So this is huge. So if you guys were just tuning in, I'm making an enormous Sprinkle, okay? So this is with extra thick blanket yarn. So Brooke got the regular size deluxe kitten, or deluxe cat, and she got a kitten that she gave to Sparkle, her little pal that she has. So yeah, I knew Brooke would be perfect for getting a Sprinkle because she's the party princess after all, and Sprinkle is also a party princess. So there you go. But yeah, we're commemorating the Kickstarter, which I'm also going to pop that in the chat, you guys. So hang on just a second. I will grab the link so that you can check it out. It's really, really cool, and I'm super excited about it. I've been working on this Kickstarter for months, just working with manufacturers and trying to get everything looking like my characters and exactly how I wanted it. But yeah, it's definitely a labor of love. I've created sticker packs and button magnets and bookmarks with the die cut edge of all the first 8 characters in the Yummi Cats collection. So once all this is said and done, I'll be bringing out other cats and other ice cream flavor characters, but we have our first 8 are up there now. So hello, welcome back. All right, let's see, how many rows are we at here? It's not big enough, I can tell, but I think because it's going to be thinner, I might have to make it a little longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, generally this is kind of where it would be finishing, but because the thread is a little bit thinner, I'm going to go ahead and just make it a few extra rounds, so that way it sort of matches. Because ultimately with Sprinkle, the kind of unique thing about her is that since she has a candle tail, I want it to be straight up, and I want it to look like she has a candle on her head, and so it has to be long enough for that. Aurora, you're crocheting a cat for your aunt and grandpa because they're coming home from Nevada and New York. Very nice. My husband's family's from New York. Very cool. They're from originally from Fresh Meadows, which is in Queens, but they actually live here with us now. So up here in Washington State. Here we go. All right, I think we're getting there. If I was smart, I would have brought Mel up from downstairs just to use as he's been my my sort of gauge on size before Sprinkle was ready to be used as a gauge. So when I did Patty this morning, I needed to use Mel for the elastic band because I wasn't sure how big around it needed to be. So I used Mel this morning. Okay, we're almost there, you guys. We're almost there. This is like the only crochet part that I'm going to be doing on this video because we're going to be assembling, which is putting everything together here in just a minute. And I'm going to grab Sprinkle's head here just to see where we're at with size. Okay. Ooh. It's actually quite heavy. You'd be surprised. Okay, so if I stick that in the back. Okay. It's hard to do, you guys. She's just so big. It's so funny. Okay, let's see. It's actually pretty good. I actually like that, but let me just do one more round and then I think we'll be good. Her head just rolled down the way. She's like, help! Help! I'm rolling away. I'm just a head, for goodness sakes. I don't have legs yet. Oh, Arthur's trying to come over here. You want to say hi, Arthur? Do you want to come over? Come here. Come here. He probably can't even get through. There's so many bags. He's so funny. He might come over, we'll see. They usually like to be right up in my business, but he might be have some stage fright. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this guy off here. So let's clip her away. Give myself enough slack because what I do is I tack the tail down to the body. So with the candle tail, I'll probably tack down a good chunk of it just to make sure that it is stable on the back. All right, so I'm just gonna pull this through. Here we go. And again, we're gonna use just hand assembling basically because of the fact that this yarn is so thick. Oh, okay. So you were born in New York City, but grew up in Yonkers. But your mom first moved to Queens from Poland. Oh, wow. Before she'd met my dad. Very cool. And my mother-in-law, she's actually 100% Polish. So. Oh, I did let her in. Are you talking about Lizzie, my daughter? Yeah, she came in and said hi. She wanted to just sit and hang out, and maybe we'll do that one time, but I really want to get this done, and sometimes I can get easily distracted, so I want to get Sprinkle done so you guys can see what she's going to look like. Okay, so what I'm doing is I close this off. I just did 2 little whip stitches here, and so that it's a closed off tail. And then we can go ahead and start assembling. This is so exciting. Okay, let's start assembling. Let me go grab her head since it rolled. It's like the meatball that rolled off the counter and onto the floor. I gotta get some of this yarn out of my way. Oh my goodness. I've got like yarn and balls and skeins and everything else. Everything in between. Okay, I'm grabbing it. Okay. All right, we've got Sprinkle's head. Where's the face? There it is. Okay. I know. It's so easy to get distracted when we're crocheting, isn't it? Yeah. Like, I kid you not, I can't do anything without getting called. My daughter said, why did you teach us the word mom then? So funny. there was a meme or a reel, and it showed these kids that were going straight past the dad all the way to the mom. So they were always just going right past the dad. My kids pretty much do that too. They know where I'm at and they want to be with me. So, okay. I don't know how I'm going to share. I'm going to just kind of have to hold this up because it's so big. And because of that, you know what? I'm thinking maybe not to do the top down. What do you think? Because I don't know how much you guys can really see anyway as we're doing this. What do you think? I could just make it a head-on thing and then I'll try to show you as we're going. Okay, we're going to start with the ears. So it's just, I always, as I'm doing these, the small ones or the big ones, I just keep looking, checking, making sure that the ear didn't get misplaced. What you could do is you can pin them, although I don't have big enough pins for this. So I don't, okay, here we go. Let me see if I can show you guys. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm weaving the yarn through this little ridge here is the ending round. So I'm weaving it through and then I'm going back down into the head. And then I come out over somewhere else and then I'll have to pull it through. So you're whip stitching with your fingers. So that's what we're doing. This is probably longer than I needed, but okay, hang on. Yep, see, it's always good to check because I would have probably made it sitting too high on the head. Okay, so we're still good. We're still good. Let's do the next one. So I'm tucking it over that ending ridge there. And then I'm going to go back down into the head. Where's my camera? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to go back down into the head and down a stitch. And then, so I'm just feeling for it, okay? I'm just feeling for it because I don't have a needle that's going to help me here. Nope. Okay. I ended up pulling out something else, which was not the end. So with these, there's ends tied on the inside. And so if ever an end pokes out of anything, whether it's a purchased one or whatever, just tuck it back in. It's secured inside. And so you don't need to do anything with it. Just tuck it back in, hide it. That's what you do. Okay, so we're gonna do another one. This is like a workout. I feel like I'm like sweating here. Gross. I'm sorry. Sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now I think I've gone down the furthest I needed to for the ear. So I'm actually gonna start to work around. I'm just double checking on the face that the ear is in a good place, and it is. So now we're going to the back side here. Okay, so I'm just whip stitching around. Okay, and then coming back up. So now we're working along the back side of the ear. And get the next one. There we go. I did a vlog video this week, just kind of working on different things. The orders that I got, which came from, Brooke doing the shout out, which was great. Got some new customers. So I've got all those orders are in boxes behind me, and I need to just get those all packaged up and ship those out. So I've got videos of that. We went to Seaside, it's actually in Oregon, although it's very weird just based on how the state is shaped, because you actually head a different direction than you would think. You don't go south like you would normally go to get to Oregon, but it is in Oregon technically. So we went to Seaside, and I was able to do some crocheting in the car ride, which I don't normally do because I get car sick, but I was able to, and worked on a couple of the bigger ones and stuff. So yeah. Oh, you're gonna practice martial arts testing. Oh, that's cool. That's good exercise. Okay. I'm telling you guys, this is like a workout. That's crazy. Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls. I feel like I have heard of that. Can you tell me what it is? I feel like I've heard of that. Okay. We're almost done with one ear. Telling you guys, this is a labor of love right here. But Sprinkle needed to be made in the giant Yummi Cats. She's actually the first of these 8 flavors that I've made as a giant cat. Because I've got Mel, the caramel cat, who doesn't have a smaller size yet. But I just loved the color of yarn, and so I just grabbed it and then made Mel. And then I made another one that is actually like a kind of it's a bluish tone from my mom, because she saw Mel and she was like, well, I have to have one, but I'm not a big fan of, she doesn't care for that sort of color, that kind of caramel brownish yellowish color. So yeah, so she wanted it in blue. So anyways, I made her a really cute blue one. And it's been in some of my reels, so you'll see it if you go look back. Okay. All right, I'm just tying this piece off, and I'm going to tuck the end in, and then we'll get the other ear on here. Okay. Here we go. One ear is on. Where's my scissors? Gravity Falls. Oh, it's a funny but eerie Disney show. Oh, nope. I don't even think my kids have heard of that. At least they haven't mentioned it. I don't know why I've heard of it, but I have. I know I've heard it mentioned, so it's probably just been on when I'm scrolling away. Okay, where's my other ear? Here it is. It's hiding. Okay, we've got the ear. We have secured the ear. Okay. So we've got the other ear. Here, I'll hold her up as we do these so that you guys can see. Where's the face? There we go. Okay, one ear on. Hello! All right, let's get her other ear on. She can halfway hear. There we go. Okay, yep. So I check on the top. I make sure where the eyes are placed, that we're even, and then we can get going on this here. Let's see. All right. Oop. Oh, they film it in Oregon, really? That's cool. That's right in our next door here. We're not far from Portland, actually. Although I don't really go there very often. I'm not really a big city girl. I'm originally from the Bay Area, and we lived south of San Francisco, probably about, I want to say 45 minutes or so of a drive. But we rarely got out there unless we were going to go for some sort of a, like a Broadway show or something like that. Like I think I went and saw Wicked there, actually. But yeah, we just didn't go there that often. Or we'd go to Pier 39 on occasion. Go get chowder in a bread bowl. You're back to watching me and crocheting. Sweet. Perfect. Me too. Me too. Got to get this done. The only problem with doing the sprinkles ahead of time on Sprinkle is that I cover some of them when I'm having to put the ears on and stuff, because I just sort of make sprinkles all over the place, and then you just lose some of them because the ears will hide some, but that's okay. She's got a lot of sprinkles. So okay, she can lose just a few. Here we go. Okay, we're getting going here. Here we go. Okay. Oh, you live around San Jose. Yeah, that's where I'm originally from. West San Jose, actually. Went to Limbrick High School. All right, we're nearly got a second ear on. I think I've got 3 more stitches. Just checking my face here. Make sure we've got her where she needs to be. And we do. Okay. My arm workout for the day here. Here we go. Yeah, my kids really love going to Seaside. They wanted to go again, even though we literally just went on Sunday. They wanted to go again, so we decided we'll take them, and we're actually going to stay there for a couple of nights this time, so we can really see everything, because we've only ever just gone to the beach, and so this will be a longer trip where we can actually take them and go to different places like the arcade, and they have a bunch of different things there. So, okay, nearly done here. Her ears are up a little higher than usual, but I think it'll be cute. So, let's see. Let's just tie this off. I'm going to get it going over to the back really quick here. And then we'll tie this one off, and then we'll start working on the feet. Here we go. Okay. It's in the back. Hello. There she is. There's your little ears, so now she can hear. Okay, so we're just going to do a little tie off. We'll use this one. Oh, sorry, I just whacked the camera. Oops. Ugh. Okay. Hi, Terry. Tara, sorry. Hi, Tara. How's it going? Where are you tuning in from? Okay. We've just finished the ears. We've got another end that will go into another big cat eventually. So the ears are done. So now she needs her feet and then her tail, and then we got to finish up Patty here. So the feet should be fairly quick because, in fact, I'm thinking I might just like do this. Hang on, you guys. Boop. There. Now you can maybe see a little bit better. I'll try to angle it a little bit this way. How's that? Then you can kind of see better. Okay. So now I need to hold her up because what I'm doing is just trying to gauge where I want her feet to go. And now I'm going to just go ahead and put them on. These are only 4 stitches around, if you can believe it, based on their size. Oh, you're tuning in from Nevada. Nice. You've been to okay, Aurora says, cool, I've been to an arcade not too long ago in Santa Cruz, but I have to leave the live for a couple minutes because I have to see how to crochet triangles. Okay, good luck. Yeah, there's if you were thinking of like going to the boardwalk, maybe that's where you went, in Santa Cruz. We used to go there. I think I'd rather go to Santa Cruz than San Francisco. I like going to beach areas like Carmel and Monterey. Those are always fun. Okay, hang on. Trying to find, there it is. Okay. It's hard sometimes to see the stitches or to tell where the stitches that you need to go into because it's so fluffy. I'm just glad it's not black yarn. Black yarn is very difficult. If you've ever worked with it before, it's very hard to see stitches on. So, but this is just a nice pale pink color. It's easier to see them. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Terry, you found me through Brooke. That's great. Welcome here. I usually just go live. So I go live every Thursday on my Frizzy Bee Crochet channel. So I teach how to crochet. and I have my other channel there. And I just decided that since the platform that I'm using is called Ecamm Live, but it allows me to actually stream to multiple places. So I thought, why not? I'll go on Yummi Cats too and see if my Yummi Cats people want to be here while we work on Sprinkle, the giant Sprinkle, and finish this up. I'm determined, you guys. I'm determined to finish this. So, ooh, I'm running out of yarn here, but I luckily just need to tie off. I think I've got the leg is on. All right, I just have to tie off. Oh, thank you. Yes, my Dutch Bros. This is the habit that, I mean, I just love my Dutch Bros. They're so sweet there, and they know me. It's like being on Cheers, if you've ever seen that show a long time ago. They all know us. So I'm drinking a Kokomo. It's an iced Kokomo with coconut milk. So yeah, what do you usually get? Yeah, they know us there. One of the gals is like, I want you to be my parents, to my husband and I. It's really cute. We get chatty with the kids there, so. Okay. So that foot, that paw is on. Now let's do the next one. All right, stuff the end in. Because we don't need that one, we're just gonna use this one. Okay. I'm just looking at her face. We want to make sure that we're even here as much as we can. Although, you know, that's kind of some of the beauty of the handmade stuff, right? Is that everything looks a little different. That's just how it works, because, you know, no two are going to be exactly the same, and that just means you have something that's unique. So, but I still, like, you know, so we're doing the Kickstarter, which is why this is like sort of what we're commemorating here. Is our Kickstarter that we've got live now. And we're trying to get them, oh Jesus, just hit the camera again. We're starting with Sprinkle and Nanner to try to get those two manufactured. And the plushies, when you get them manufactured, you have to order 500 at a time, and so that's a lot. So in order to be able to do that, I needed help, and so that's what the Kickstarter is for, is to basically assist with the funding so we can get them ordered. They're super cute. I worked with them for several months just to make sure that they looked exactly how I wanted them to. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about them. But the reason that I made them in the first place, you know, obviously is so I have the handmade ones, which are great. And I love handmade. I mean, that's why I do what I do. This is like such a labor of love and such a passion of mine. But I can't scale a business if I'm the only one that's crocheting cats. So I wanted something also too that is a more affordable option, because handmade does tend to be more expensive, and that's because it takes us hours to make these things, you know, and so it's a lot of time that goes into this. So yeah, you know, we just have to make sure that we're getting paid a decent amount to make it worth it. But yeah, if I want to scale this business, and I love these characters and I want to really, you know, expand, then I need to offer other things. And so this is just another way to get the characters out there. It's going to be fine to give to even younger kids because it doesn't have the safety eyes. They'll all be embroidered details, nothing glued, nothing, you know, nothing that's going to be popping off on you. Everything's sewed on and stuff. So yeah, it's just offering additional products. So we'll still have the handmade as well, and then we'll have the manufactured ones too. So you get your options. You just get options. That's it. So Tara says, I always get a strawberry smoothie. Oh, yum. That sounds delightful. Your birthday's the 10th? The 10th of August? So like 2 days? Wow. Hi, Aurora. Welcome back. Wow. Well, happy early birthday, Tara. Sprinkle would be perfect for your birthday. Okay, we've got 2 feet on. We're gonna do the last 2 feet. Okay, so what I usually do now, so she sits now because she's got 2 feet. Look, I could hide. Okay, so I sit her up, and then I usually like the back feet to kind of set out just slightly. So I then hold them where I want them. And then now we'll whip stitch this guy on. How's your shawl going, Froggy? Okay. Okay. We are gonna get this done. I'm staying on longer. I want to get this done. So if you can hang out, hang out. We've got determined here. I tried to do as much as I could beforehand because I knew that this would take some time. And, you know, it's just everything that can prevent that from happening does, like needing to get additional yarn and having to actually run to the store this morning because I didn't have everything I needed for the tail, you know, all that jazz. So that took away some of the time I wanted to use to make this. Okay, that foot is on. So let's tie her off. So if you want to see this, watch, this will be here's a little treat for you, okay? So this is the biggest Yummi Cat in the world, but I'll show you the smallest one. If you didn't get to see, this was one of the other things that I made live. So this is Nanner. Look how tiny he is. This is Nanner. He's the banana split ice cream cat with the little cherry on his head. Oh my gosh. I love it. This is made with embroidery thread, actually. So it's pearl embroidery thread and a lace needle, like a lace hook. So it's very, very tiny. But yeah, just, I mean, oh my God, right? Like I could stuff this in through a hole in Sprinkle and it would get totally gone. Poof, there goes Nanner. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tara's saying that, yeah, she's tried to crochet and it can be difficult. Yep. And it is expensive. Yeah. So, you know, and it is, but it kind of has to be, right? So, just because it's expensive, yarn is expensive. Like this yarn, this big thick yarn is like, so for each skein, it's like $23.99, and I have to buy 2 of them because one, of course, is not quite enough. So I have to buy 2 of them. So I mean, in yarn alone, we're looking at over $40, you know, for one of these. So that's like, I haven't even sold these on the website, and I don't know if I should or you know, let me know, you guys, if this is something you'd want me to sell. But it's going to be more expensive because it's $40 worth of yarn plus, unless I get a good sale, and then plus it takes me quite a few hours of work to put together, and it's heavier. So as far as shipping costs, you know, all those factors and all those things factor in. Tara. Oh, she says, I need that tiny thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, Aurora, that's a great idea. I should review other small businesses' crochet kits in a video. That's a great idea. Yeah, you guys, let me know what videos you want to see, because I am like all ears, as is Sprinkle. Yeah, so I'm thinking I do my lives every Thursday, and then, so if they're Yummi Cats related, I'll have them here on Yummi Cats. If they're not, then I'll probably just have them on Frizzy Bee Crochet. So if you're not already subscribed over there, pop on over there and subscribe. And that way, if you want to just join in the lives and hang out while I'm crocheting, because I'll be crocheting different things, then you can do that and hang out with me, because this is fun. I look forward to hanging out with you guys every week. This is a lot of fun for me. And Terry says she needs the little one and the big one. She has a problem. I know. I get like that too about about my little crocheted things. I figure if I love them so much, then that says something, right? And you just have to love what you make. I mean, because it takes so long and you have to be patient. You just have to love it, and I just do. I actually got laid off from my job, my 9-to-5 job. This has probably been, gosh, it might have been a couple months now. And so I'm trying to make this my full time. I want this to be my full time gig. So being on social media, being on my YouTube, selling in my shops, all of that stuff. I have a Patreon as well. So just to be able to continue doing this and not have to go back to the 9-to-5 grind, that's my ultimate dream. Just to keep this going, because this is what I love to do. This brings me joy. So you like the Woobles and Crochetta. I haven't heard of Crochetta. The Woobles kits I've heard of though, where they start them off for you. So I sell kits on Frizzy Bee. I have Frizzy Bee. I have a Frizzy Bee shop as well that's over on Etsy. And so I have a few kits available currently, and I can show you actually. So one of them is this little whale, and it comes with the yarn that is to make this little like a blow water spout that comes out. So I've got a kit for that. I have a kit for this to make my Happy Sunflower mini, and then I also have a kit to make Mr. Frog, and there's a Miss Frog as well that's a pink tones one, and then this one doesn't have it because I gave them to my daughter, but the bag has flies inside, crocheted flies. So those are I think those are the only 3 kits I have right now, but I am planning to bring in more. Hi, Camden. Mega Mind Whale, I need you. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. Okay, so we're getting this leg on. Okay, I think we're just tying her off here. And then after that, we need to put on Sprinkle's tail. And after the tail, we got to finish her Patty the party hat, because she can't be a party princess without her party hat friend, Patty. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right. Sprinkle's got feet. There's her back feet. There's all her little sprinkles. So now we're going to do the tail. Thank you, Camden. Camden likes my crocheting. Thank you so much. Okay. So one thing I did in the Kickstarter version of Sprinkle that I haven't done so far on the plushie versions, and you guys let me know in the comments if this is something you think would be cute. So I made the tail have pink striping, and only on the plushie version that is from the Kickstarter so far. And I'm debating on if I should do a striped effect on the plushie version, because I never had it there before, but I can always add it in. It could be like, volume 2 of Sprinkle, if you guys think that would be cute. I originally just made it like a birthday candle, like a white birthday candle. So with this one, I want to make sure that you can see the candle from the front. Okay, and then we will be good to go. Here we go. All right. Ugh. Oh, you saw Brooke's video. Yeah, Brooke is amazing. I love her. She's awesome. She was so much fun to work with, and she's just such a sweet person. And I've, it's been nice. I've gotten a lot of new people finding me through Brooke, and new subscribers and stuff. We've got our giveaway going on right now. I did pop that in the chat if you guys want to look back up. If you haven't put in for the giveaway, then you still can, because I'm not going to be drawing a name until Sunday. So get your name in the hat. There's lots of ways to get your name in, including, most of them are just basically subscribing to Brooke and I is what it is. So it's just a way for you guys to see what we're up to, what we're working on, both of us. Here we go. And yeah, win your own little handmade sprinkle, which is what we're giving away. I've got like yarn on my arm here. You changed your mind. You decided to make a bookmark instead of a blanket. So you were crocheting, but now you're gonna make a bookmark out of paper, I assume. Yeah. What kind of bookmark? Yeah, I'm excited with the Kickstarter because I've never done one before, but I'm gonna make a bookmark that is a die cut edge. So the bookmark has all 8 of the original Yummi Cats on there. And so where their ear line is going to be completely, it's going to be completely die cut. So it'll be really cute. So yeah, I'm excited. I love bookmarks. I love reading. So, I mean, you have to, right? If you're an author and an illustrator. So yeah, if you guys are ever interested, I did write a children's book series that I actually need to finish the 3rd book. That's on my agenda too, but it's called Tales of Whimsy. And the first book is called Wish Weaver. And the 2nd book is called The Wayward Wind. And I'm working on the 3rd one. So these are 100% illustrated by me. Every spread has art on it, and they're meant for basically people that are kind of in between a middle grade sort of reading level and a chapter book. So it is a chapter book, and each book has like over 200 pages, but a lot of that is illustrations. So yeah, they're super fun, and it's about my little spider character named Whimsy. So if you guys are interested, I've got that over there, and I will finish the 3rd book, I promise. It is on my list. I have so many things going on, you guys. Just so many things, but all very fun, all very exciting. So yeah, I was actually telling my Frizzy Bee guys on one of our last lives, I have a couple of crocheted whimsies that I need to finish because I did the bodies of them. And I never put the legs on, so she's a spider without legs. So that's not going to work. Oh, yeah, that's true. So she was saying, Camden was saying, because she's a dusty rose color, that maybe doing an off-white tone for the candle would be nice. And then also incorporating some of the sprinkle colors into the candle would be interesting. So that's very true. Those are very good ideas. All right, where's the 2nd one? I have to make sure I get both threads here since this is double threaded. So oh, you're making a bookmark crocheted. Oh, very cool. Good idea. It's very crafty of you. Okay. We're getting the tail on here. Okay. Let me turn her around and see. Do I want to attach one more time? This is getting harder and harder to work with. I got this. Okay. You crochet, but you mostly crochet, make up the ideas of the crochets, right? And then you just don't finish them up. Yeah, that's why we all have so many. We call them whips. They're works in progress. I have a lot of those that need to get finished. That's also partly why I want to go live more frequently, is just I got to get these things done because they're all in separate bags and, you know, taking up room in the closet and needing to get finished. almost done. I'm just doing some tacking stitches now to make sure that the tail is fastened really well. And then basically Sprinkle herself will be done, but we'll need to just finish up Patty and then we'll be good to go. We're getting there. It's just taking a little longer than I was hoping, but you know what? That's okay. You guys are hanging out with me, which is lovely. I love hanging out and crocheting. Okay, let's do this. Come on, there we go. Okay, almost done, almost done. Sorry, this is like total concentration here. Trying to make sure I get both the strands here because I keep getting just one. Hang on, I think it's, where is it? Is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay. Pass it through on its own so that way I can get them both. There we go. It's super soft. Yeah, this is it's like I always say it's like working with a cloud. It's that soft. It's lovely. Very, very cuddly. Very snuggly yarn. Yes, soft means it's expensive. Yes. Yes, you're right. Yeah, $23.99 for a skein is quite a bit. And the skeins, because it's such thick yarn, they really don't go that far. Like, they don't go as far as they should, I feel like. Like, I don't know if you were making a blanket or something with this, how many you'd end up needing. I don't even know. Because that would be a very expensive blanket, you know? I mean, at least with amigurumis, it's not that bad. I need 2 for one of these guys. So it's not that bad, but very expensive. Unless you can get a good sale, and sometimes they do. Like right now, Joann's has a sale on a lot of their yarns, and it's buy 2, get 1 free. So that's not bad. Then it brings the cost of each of them down quite a ways. Okay. But yeah, when I was looking, you know, they had the white as this giant yarn, but they did not have a good yellow. It was a very dull sort of yellow, and it wasn't really yellow. It was actually more of a gold, which is why I decided to just do 2 strands of the Bernat Extra, not the extra thick. I use polyester fiber fill stuffing, and I invested and got myself the 20-pound box of that stuffing in anticipation of orders and stuff coming in, and thinking that I didn't want to run out of stuffing too quickly. So I separated 2 big bags and 2 10-pound bags, and I separated them into trash bags that are smaller. So I think I ended up with like 4 32-gallon trash bags or something like that from it, full, like totally stuffed. And maybe even more than that. It might have been more than that, actually. Okay, the tail is on really well. And you can see it from the front. So it looks like she's got her little candle on her head. So let me go ahead and just tie this off. And then we'll work on Patty and get Patty finished. And then we'll be done. So exciting. Okay, this is going to be the tough part here, but I'm going to make it work. Let's see. What I'm trying to do is just to pick up one of the white stitches, because obviously you want to tie it off with the color that you're using to avoid it being noticeable. You don't want to see knots of one color on another. So I'm basically just tying, I don't know if you can see this basically. Okay, so I'm tying, this is going to be the knot that I'm tying. So I've attached the knot to one of the side stitches. Then I'm going to go back in just under this knot. So I look for the hole that's underneath it. And then I will tuck the yarn in through there, pull it out somewhere else, and then it will hide that little knot on the inside of the work. So, but the only thing is trying to get the yarn in to something, so another spot. So hang on a second. This is when it's difficult to do this by hand instead of having a needle. A nice long needle would be preferred. Okay, let's see. Did I get both ends? I did. Woohoo! All right. Okay. So the knot went on the inside. Just gonna cut away that. Throw it on the ground. I don't know if you guys have ever worked with this kind of yarn, but it's very fluffy and the fluff gets everywhere. So multiple times a week I have to come and vacuum the floor because it's like covered in fluff. Oh, you're going to go enter the giveaway. Yes, go enter the giveaway. Get your name in the hat. You'll get your own sprinkle. You'll get a big sprinkle. Okay, so now it's Patty's turn. So Patty, the party hat. So I made this top fluffy part out of just the Bernat blanket yarn. I was debating on if I should make a giant like pom-pom out of acrylic yarn or if I should just stick with this fluff, you know, the same kind of Bernat blanket yarn. What do you guys think? I'm just not too sure. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'm trying to find I tucked my big yarn needle in my pocket so I wouldn't lose it. I got it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the color. Because this is the color of the other one, so it's more dull, but it's still really cute, I think. I feel like it's still really cute. But it didn't come out as big as I wanted it. I mean, I probably would have wanted it to be bigger, but I don't know. I kind of was just like, all right, I just need to get this done, you guys. Aw, thank you. Camden did all the entries, all the bonus entries and all the entries. Good job. Best of luck. I will announce the winner on Sunday. Okay, I'm trying. Please let this yarn needle be big enough. Good. Okay. Yeah, this yarn needle it has a nice big eye hole, but it would certainly not work for that bigger, thicker yarn. This is just the extra, so it's not the extra thick, it's the extra. So what I'm doing is just tying this end just in the inside because I'm not going to use this to stitch the bottom piece on. So I'm just tying it off here. We'll just tuck the end on the inside, and this is the one I need to tie it on together. All right, so let me just thread the eye here. So what are you guys up to the rest of the week? Anything going on this weekend that you're doing? I did tell my kids that I would take them today. Although I have so many things I need to get done, but I did tell them I would take them. They're having a fair at the Clark County Fair near us. So I told them I would take them there. But I can't ride the rides, you guys. I get super sick. I get motion sick now as I've gotten older. So, no bueno. I've never been that great with rides. I mean, I've always kind of gotten a little bit like sick to my stomach and afraid because I just don't really care for them. I'm more of the, Raging Waters sort of water ride kind of gal. I can do those. I could do probably the ones at Disney too, like just not the big roller coasters, but the ones that are more of a story, where you're just kind of going along in a boat, like the Pirates of the Caribbean, that kind of thing. I could do those. So we're talking about, so I turned 40 this year. I'm making giant sprinkle to commemorate the Kickstarter campaign that I have going on for the Yummi Cats. So if you haven't seen that, you should check that out. I did put a link in the comments section up there. But yeah, you should check the Kickstarter out. So Sprinkle's going to be hopefully a giant, not giant, but she's a manufactured plushie. She's going to be made out of fabric and with all embroidered details and nanner as well. So that's my goal, is to get the funding that I need to be able to purchase the minimum order quantity, which is 500 plushies, which is just craziness. But, you know, they have a business to run too, so I just was like, oh my God, 500. What if they don't sell? I'm gonna have 500 sprinkles in my closet. But yeah, so I thought it would be fun, just a fun way to just talk about the Kickstarter. You know, it's going to be going on through next month. And then hopefully if we can get things funded, my goal is that I would be able to get these out right before the holiday season. So, but yeah, there are tiers that have some of the handmade goodies. So there's a Topping Pals one where you can get all the Topping Pals, and then the giant bundle at the tail end of it would get you both plushies and all the fixings. So like all the sticker packs and all the button magnets and the bookmarks and the, you know, all the Topping Pals as well. And it would get you a kitten, one of the kittens, so of your choice. You get to pick whichever kitten one that you want. And then if we didn't get enough for the stretch goal of Nanner, then I would let you pick 2 kittens if you did that one. So 2 handmade kittens. So yeah, I just wanted to make her big. I just thought this would be fun. I'm sure my kids will steal it, but you never know. That's what they normally do. Hi, don't blame me. If you want to pop your real name in, I can call you by your real name. Glad you could join us. We're working on the giant Sprinkle cat. So this is the biggest of the Sprinkle cats ever made. And I'm almost done with her. We're just finishing up Patty the party hat. So her pal Patty that she goes along with. So Patty's almost done, and then Sprinkle will be done, you guys. We're like almost there. So it's only taken us an extra half an hour than I had anticipated. So I usually go live for about an hour every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I jump on live and I work on whatever I'm working on that week. So for this week and last week, it's been this giant Sprinkle. It's not always a Yummi Cat though. Oh, I should auction it off. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea. I will think on that. I got to figure out how much it weighs though. You know, I got to see if I have no idea how much this thing weighs. Oh my gosh, the shipping. But it might not be too bad. If it was US, it wouldn't be too bad. International though, whew, those prices just keep going up. It's crazy. But anyway. Okay. Just about done, guys. I think I'm on my last stitch. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is like our moment of truth here. Okay, Patty is all secured. Let me just tie off the end here. So yeah, if you like hanging out with me while I crochet, even if it's not a Yummi Cat, then check out Frizzy Bee Crochet. That's my other channel. And that's my channel that's all about crocheting. So I teach how to crochet. I do the lives every Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then I'm going to do some vlogging, and, you know, if you guys have any other ideas for videos you'd like me to do, just let me know. I can do those as well. So yeah, check that out. Okay, we're cutting off our last thread, you guys. I'm so excited. And I'm just tucking in the end. Let's see. Okay, where's your, come on, get in there. Not working with me here. Okay. Now we're gonna do our our moment of truth. So you can see, so the end, this little bit just it hides all that stuff that's inside. So all the little ends, back of the safety eyes, everything, it's completely hidden in there. And then we have our elastic band that goes around Patty's head. I mean, this thing is huge, you guys. Like, look at that. Here, I'm gonna flip it up. Look how tall it is. It's a proper party hat. All right, Sprinkle needs her party hat. All right, here we go. We're gonna wrap her with her patty here. Okay. Probably could have made the elastic slightly tighter. I can always adjust that later. I'm not gonna do that now. Right now, we just want to see her finished. Oh my God, you guys. Cuteness overload. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Oh, look at Patty. Patty's on Sprinkle's head. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look how cute. I feel like the lighting is not showing you the colors as well. Like these are really pretty neon colors and stuff, but oh my God, you guys. Look how cute she looks. What do you think? What do you think of her? She's rather heavy. You know what? I'll probably, I'll weigh her and I'll let you guys know how heavy she is once I actually get her done. Isn't she cute? Oh, she's huge. Should I get the other one? So you could, let's get the other one just so you guys can see. Here, I'm going to face it down a little bit. You can kind of see her little face. Okay, let me see if I can I'll get one of the other ones that is going to go out here to its new home. Let me just pop her out of her little container. Okay. Oh my God, you guys, look at this. Just to show you the size difference, like I think she's probably just slightly bigger than the foot of this giant one. And the patty is like way, way smaller too. Look at that. I love seeing the different sizes, you know, of how the different sizes. We got the giant. This is like your standard size. And then, hang on, bear with. These are all going out to their new homes today, but I'll undo it just so I can show you guys, because I think it's fun to see the different sizing. Let me pull out the other one here. So we've got the regular, and inside this little cup is the mini little kitten. So hang on, let me take her out just so you can see her. I get so excited. There's the little kitten Sprinkle. Oh my God. Look at this. This is just nuts. So the only thing I haven't made of Sprinkle now is the teeny one, right? But I'll get Nanner just so you can see, because then you'll see all the sizes that have ever been made of Yummi Cats, okay? Look. Oh my God. Do you think I should make a little Sprinkle, you guys? Should I make a little teeny one? These ones would probably be a good one to auction off too, because these are a pain in the you-know-what to make. It was so hard to make those. The bigger ones are easier to make, so they're not too bad. But oh my God, you guys, I can't even carry it. It's just, they're so big. This little guy is so big, and then there's the little kitten. Anyways, well, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me today. This was so much fun. I absolutely love hanging out with you. Every Thursday, come back, hang out. We'll be making different things every week, or working on something from the prior week. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment down below, just to help the algorithm so other people can find this channel as well. And if you're here from Yummi Cats, check out Frizzy Bee Crochet and vice versa. And make sure that you don't miss out on any of the content that I put out, you guys. Thank you so much again for joining me, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Take care, Froggy. Take care, you guys. Thanks again. Bye.